Hello and welcome. Come on in. I am getting ready to kind of give you an update on what's coming astrologically. Burning a little sage here in the studio. I always do in between readings. And before I start my day, I just like to bless, cleanse, and neutralize the energy of my workspace. And you guys need to do this too. Welcome in your spirit guides, guardian angels, and ascended masters only. And that helps throw a perimeter of protection around you and your house. All right. Miss Maggie is behind me. And today I am burning sage and a little Palo Santo on there. And I love the bulk sage from the Amish stores. Any place you can find it cheap, burns just as good, and it's your intention that actually does the majority of the work. So, all right, let's talk about the full moon. We have a full moon coming up on February the 12th. And it is going to be a doozy. You are going to see a lot of things come to light that have been hidden. There will be more secrets exposed. There will be more deception exposed. So kind of be ready for that. You're going to see some things, and you're going to see that on not just on a global level, but on your own personal level. You're going to find out that somebody wasn't telling you the whole truth on something, and that's okay. That's their karma to work out, not yours. You're going to see it, so you have the opportunity when you see somebody's I want to say their indiscretion, you have the opportunity to kind of pull away from that and avoid that kind of negativity, because there is a lot of negativity in lies. So we've got that coming up. Today is only February the 10th, so we have a couple of days before that happens. And a full moon energy comes in a day and a half ahead of time, and it continues a day and a half after. So a lot of you are beginning to have that sleeplessness, tossing and turning. Now, we do have Mars in retrograde. You often hear me talk about Mercury in retrograde, but we are in Mars retrograde, and Mars is a little different than Mercury. Mars is one of those planets that has to do with more of emotional and not so much technical, like Mercury. Mercury has a lot to do with electrical, mechanical, anything to do with communication. Mars has a lot to do with more of a personal kind of energy. Mars is the energy that can make for war. Mars adds a little bit of warring energy to whatever is going on in the world. And Mars is retrograde until February the 23rd. It usually lasts about 8 to 10 weeks. When it is retrograde, it started a few weeks ago. However, we are hitting its peak right now. And a lot of you will find you're exhausted. So if you are tired and can't sleep, we've got Mars and a full moon kind of tossing us around a little bit. It's okay to catch those cat naps. The human body does not need near as much sleep as they tell us. If that were the case, then people like Elon Musk, all your big movers and shakers, they don't sleep a lot. 5-6 hours is a wild night. I think Elon only gets 2 or 3 hours of sleep, if that. So the body doesn't really need as much as we were told. That 8 to 10 hours sounds good, but as you get older, you cannot sleep. First off, the reason a lot of old folks can't sleep is because we don't do a damn thing. Don't do anything physical, physical. Sorry about that. I put some chapstick on and my lips are still sticking. Yeah, we don't do anything physical. You have to do something. You have to get up and move. It is vital to staying healthy. It is vital to staying fit. It is absolutely vital to get a good night's sleep. You cannot, there's all of the supplements out there. There's melatonin, there's ashwagandha, there is, let's see, what else is there? A couple other, I can't think of them off the top of my head, that are good for sleeping, and they're natural. But that does not replace the fact that you haven't done a damn thing. You haven't got off the couch all day. No wonder you can't sleep. You're not tired. Go out, get some physical activity in. Get out, and especially in the cool air. Man, that always just makes us feel a little more refreshed, and it will tire you out at the end of the day. We are finding out that cold air is good for human beings. There are a lot of people who pay a lot of money to go into cold plunge bathtubs. They fill them up with ice water. You get in them. It has a lot to do with your metabolism. Kind of ramps it up and really gives you a kind of like an immune shot. Getting exposed to the cold. Get out in that cold. Take your time though. Don't be shoveling snow, because that's if it's something that you don't do all the time, don't do it in the winter. If you are out of shape, don't go stressing yourself physically if you are out of shape. If it's something you do all the time, if you shovel in the summertime, if you work in the garden, if you do any kind of physical activity, then, go ahead. But you got to use your head on some of this stuff. We used to hear a lot about people having heart attacks shoveling snow. Remember that? A lot of people just don't shovel snow anymore, which isn't a bad thing. Like I said, if you're out of shape, don't go doing that. Just get out in the air, do something. All right, we are going to go ahead and take a look at what the rest of the week is. Today is February the 10th. Can I get a few more jumpers here, Spirit? Yeah, the cards are even looking like what I just said about the deception of the full moon. That one wanted out. We'll let it come out. All right, Spirit, can I get a couple more jumpers, please? I do have the paranormal flashlight set up behind me. However, I have not partnered up with this light for some reason. Now, my friends that do paranormal research, that are actual electrical engineers, and they have all the little devices that can detect energy, tell me that the LED bulb flashlight will not, it's not conducive to allowing energy to come into it, like my spirit guides, my guardian angels, or ascended masters. All right, let's see what's happening. Boy, I was talking about deception. Wow. And we have 3 5s on the table out of 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, out of 8 cards. 3 5s out of 8 cards. Yeah, this is the full moon energy here. The 5 of Cups. I mentioned about go ahead and discontinue or cut back your connection with people that are negative minded, that you may have kind of caught them in some kind of deception. It's going to come to light during this time. Things that take place in the dark always come to fruition or come to light in the light of the moon. Yeah, you didn't want to see this person in that light. You turned your back on you. You were thinking that they were a much better person. Kind of trusted them, you turned your back on them, thinking that they were more sincere. However, you're going to see it. It's going to come to light. You're going to see it with your own eyes. I'm going to hit on the rest of those fives again. Five of Swords. Some of you may come into some conflict with those people. You don't have to call them out on it. Shut your damn mouth. You just see that they can't be trusted. Don't trust them. But the conflict comes when you open up your pie hole and think that you need to unload, unleash, let them have it. Not a good time because of Mars. Mars is a planet that likes to incite war and fire and kind of destruction. So it's okay. Let it go. Let it go. You don't even need to approach anybody. And we also have the Five of Pentacles. Now, for some of you, you might be the one that gets caught in the little white lie. Somebody may be turning their back on you. A lot of times we mothers, parents, we kind of tell those little fibs from time to time. Santa Claus is real. Well, no, he is. St. Nicholas is real. But you know the kind of fibs we tell about, well, if you're going to the dentist, taking a kid to the dentist, you kind of feed them a little bowl to get them to go to the dentist, and we'll go to McDonald's later, whatever. But you might be the one caught in some kind of little white lie. And I posted on Facebook a few weeks ago, any lie is a lie. A partial truth is a lie. Omitting the truth is a lie. This has got something to do with money, though. I think you felt that because you were taking care of somebody financially, that it was okay to not tell them the whole truth. And sometimes it's easier to avoid the truth. I get that. We have the Two of Swords. Yeah, this is a time when a lot of people are going to be cutting each other out of their lives with this energy of the moon, with the energy of Mars. You just may need to cut somebody out of your life. That friend that gave you the fib. For a lot of you, choosing to follow the truth is something completely brand new. Completely brand new. Man, I'm talking like it. Well, actually, Mercury is my ruling planet, and it has to do with communications. And some of you that watched my live over the weekend saw that I had a lot of technical difficulties with the system, with the computer, with the internet. Everything that could go wrong kind of went wrong. And Mercury is it is in opposition to another planet, and I do believe it is Jupiter right now. And Jupiter makes things expand and get bigger. And that's exactly what happened when I started having a glitch. Things kind of got bigger and bigger. And finally, I had to postpone the live for about half hour, 45 minutes. Got things ironed out, but got back on track. Let's see here. A lot of you are really, really up in your head. A lot of fear, a lot of anxiety, a lot of depression going on. We have the Nine of Swords. And that is fear and worry. It is being awake at night. Bam, isn't that what I was just talking about a little bit ago? This nine is you are absolutely fearing change. You know, the new administration coming in is making a huge amount of changes, and a lot of people are very, very fearful. Will I lose my Social Security? Will I lose my pension? Will my 401k disappear? All of these things are keeping a lot of people worried at night, keeping them awake. Now, for some of you, the fear and the anxiety may be because you were afraid that maybe your little fib is going to come back and expose you. We have the Four of Swords. You need to heal yourself. You need to heal yourself. Now, healing isn't a one and done. We need to do that every day. When you wake up in the morning, I don't know if you have a mantra that you start your day with, if you have a little routine. A lot of us do. For me, it's coffee. Got to have that coffee. But I start my day with some positive affirmations. You know what? Damn it, I'm stronger today than I was yesterday, and I'll be stronger still tomorrow. Your affirmations should apply to you. Some of the ones that they give us that the generic world works with is, I am beautiful, I am worthy. And I know all those things. They're kind of instilled in me. So I have to pick something that really applies to me. You guys need to pick mantras that apply to you. If you don't think you're attractive, you're lying to yourself. That's where that fib's coming in. Yeah, I'm beautiful inside, but I don't think I'm all that pretty outside. Stop fibbing to yourself. You are beautiful. You are worthy. However, pick those mantras that help you in your healing process. We have the Queen of Cups. She's a little bit of a darker queen, and she can bring about love. You know, cups usually indicate love, connection, family, affairs of the heart. But this is somebody clinging to somebody else. Hanging on to them by a thread and a fib. So you may be dealing with, now that a lot of times that feels like a mother-in-law kind of energy. She may not be telling you the truth about your significant other. She may be hiding a lot of truths. And a lot of times mother-in-law energies usually are, they just want to hang on to their child. And for a lot of mother-in-laws, nobody's ever going to be good enough for your child. And we have the World card here. Now, the World card came up in reverse. So through this time, don't expect a lot of advancements and improvements. For the next couple weeks, we are going to be maintaining the status quo, and we are going to be trying to, like hell, to hang on to that. There is going to be more and more chaos, confusion. Some of the riots that I saw coming and expected coming are not the crowds that I actually felt. We're seeing government workers protesting and rioting. They don't want the new government, the new administration to come in and check their books and see what they have been doing. So the world is, we've got a lot coming. That one kind of wanted out, but I'll let it stay in there. We've got a lot of things that are going to be coming to light. All right. I mentally asked the cards, switch decks, what can we do to improve this? What can we do on our half? If we know we're battling some of these things. Now, we are going to be seeing, one more please, we are going to be seeing some more extreme weather happening. More snowstorms, ice storms in places that we haven't normally seen them. We are going to be seeing more water in the form of hurricane type water, tsunamis, that kind of thing. Way back in the fall, I was kind of telling people about getting prepared in case of an emergency, a power outage, whatever, this storm, storm takes out your electric. And I got a lot of messages from my people in the Southwest that said, Tina, we stocked up because we thought you meant civil unrest might keep us from the stores. And I did. I kind of felt that. And we're not there yet. With the price of things going the way they are locally in this little part of northwestern Pennsylvania, I have walked into a store and in another little lake town in Crawford County, and I just wanted to pick up a dozen eggs. Now, eggs are quite a commodity right now. $9 a dozen. So it's hard to stock eggs up. However, the people from the Southwest, some from Texas, a couple from Louisiana, got a hold of me and they said if they hadn't stocked up when I mentioned about it, they would not have made it through the storm. They had snowstorms. Kept them isolated in the home. They had power for the most part. However, they were stocked up. They had things frozen and canned, and they got through. So you know what? If I give you a warning and it comes true, no matter which way I kind of look at it and predict it, man, that's if I help one family, that's my job. All right, what to do with what's coming at us? What do we do? What do we do? Here's what we do. We do 8 of Pentacles. First off, we mind our own damn business about it. Look after your neighbors a little bit. You always, and that's what Jesus wanted us to do, was take care of other people. Look after the weak, the widows, the those who can't provide for themselves. And we still need to do that. But we need to mind our own business and put our nose to the grindstone, shoulder to the wheel, and do what is right. And if that means just getting up, minding your own damn business and going to work, then that's what you need to do. If you can't say something good, don't say nothing at all. Kind of that adage. We also have the 7 of Wands. Yeah, you are standing behind the battle. I think you've already come through this. And that might be with that, that deception and that person, the fibber way back. The 7 is about, it's a spiritual number, but it's also a number about education and learning what's going on with the other person. You need to start looking at what they're doing through their eyes. A little bit of empathy. A little bit of empathy. Just feel for them a little bit and look at them through their eyes. You're ready. You're prepared. That's what this is, 7's about. We have the High Priestess. A lot of things are going to be coming to light that aren't just black and white. We're seeing government spending, that they were sending money, our taxpayer money, over to other countries to promote transgenderism in kids. In kids. Your intuition is going to come through here too, and this is what this card always speaks to me about, intuition. You're going to begin to see these things on your own without being told. A lot of us are learning to investigate what we are hearing on mainstream media. We are learning to do our own research, whether it comes to what we eat, what we drink, the water that we drink that comes into our house. I was shocked that so many of you did not know that fluoride was a neurotoxin. Yeah, the fluoride they put in your water, it is a neurotoxin. Do you know who started to use it first in the public? Let me see if I can say this without getting myself censored. Adolf, last name H. He knew. As a matter of fact, he even funded some of the research back during that time when he had his reign. That fluoride is a neurotoxin. So a lot of you are going to be seeing that stuff, and it's going to be coming to light. Like, should I be eating that? If you pick up your box of food, we'll just use this, and let's just say you have a bag of rice or a bag of flour or whatever. It should say that that's the only thing in it. If it says it's enriched, that means they're adding something to it for a reason, okay? You should be challenging yourself with better choices in food. Your food should have one ingredient. If you're eating chicken, eat chicken. If you're eating beef, eat beef. I'm big on the carnivore diet and the ketogenic diet. They are really more beneficial to us than most people think. We also have the King of Swords. And this guy here is a little bit, he's sitting there because he wants to fight a little bit too. You know, that's why he's got that sword ready. He's ready to throw down. And that is the feeling that a lot of people have right now. The energies that are around us make people want to bristle. We are seeing more and more videos on TV and YouTube and little short reels of road rage, of people in little cars brake checking semis. Like, what, nobody home up there? Yeah, you cannot take a Fiat to a truck fight. It just doesn't work. But he is also somebody that steps into his own truth. If he tells you that he's coming after you, expect it. He's telling the truth. If you say you're going to do something, tell the truth. Make it the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. Today's reading seems to be all about the truth. Now, last but not least, we have the Fool card. Now, the Fool is somebody, it's the very first card in the tarot deck. He actually has the number 0 and not number 1. 0 is a God number. The Fool is a fool only because he is brand new and doesn't know anything yet. And a lot of you are brand new and are learning a lot recently in the last few years. A lot of things are they're more accessible to us. We have the internet. We have all kinds of information coming at us now that we didn't have. It's up to you, though, to research that information. Check it out, especially if it comes to food and nutrition. The people that used to, the scientists and the chemists that made cigarettes so addictive, when they started to crack down on the smoking and the cigarettes and tobacco use, those chemists and scientists were kind of out of work. So they went to work in the food industry. They have figured out how to make certain foods addictive. A lot of the basic cereals, well, not even the basic ones, the sugar-coated ones especially, the ones with all the dye and the colors. And so they are working now for the food industry. This full card is literally, though, about the new beginning that will come out of all of this. We've got new information coming forward all the time. We can see a bright, there's going to be a bright, sunshiny day. He's got that sun up there over his shoulder. He doesn't have a care in the world. He's turning his back on all the negativity, and so should we. All right, there you have it, you guys. General reading for the week of February the 10th through the 16th. And I hope this finds you well. And I know, most of you know, that I never leave you, that I don't bless you with love and light. See you soon.